Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor, here with my father,
Kevin.
And today we are continuing our journey of artists I need to show you before we see them live. We've done this a few times already. Gracie Abrams, she is opening for Taylor Swift. Taylor's been on this tour that has been this record-breaking, I don't know how long. It feels like she's been on tour for ages.
I can't it's years, isn't it?
Well, I feel like it's been a year, maybe not exactly a year, but around a year, where I went to the movie theater to see something, and I saw that she had the Eras Tour movie, and she's still doing it. She's finishing it, though.
Yes.
She's got 3 shows left, and she just said, I love turning the table so much that I want it to be in Vancouver.
Finish it up.
And finish the tour here. She is bringing along Gracie Abrams. So Gracie has worked with Taylor. They've been pretty close. Taylor's actually the only feature on this record here. And I don't know if you're super familiar with Gracie's work. I know her debut album.
No, I know nothing.
I enjoy her debut album a lot. And I've listened to a good portion of this one. So this isn't a complete blind reaction for me. I know most songs. I've given it an entire listen when it came out. And then there's only a few songs that I go back to consistently. But it will be kind of like it's not a first reaction. It's like a re-listen reaction for me. But it's first for you.
Yeah.
It is a love record. There's a lot of love, breakup related things. You'll see when we get into it.
So it's for me as an older individual, I'm going to have to go in with a bit of the same mind frame as Guts.
You listen to Guts, and you were, for 45 minutes, you were a teenage girl. Track number 1, Felt Good About You.
I felt good about you till I didn't. Crossed lines past life's clear vision. Felt good about you. Felt good about you. Picture perfect like you planned it. Can't believe the way we landed. Falling through.
I'll tell you, she's got good lungs.
Yeah. You saw that coming up.
No, I didn't.
Got me where you want me in your palm. It's almost funny. All my friends, they tried to stop me. Wanting you. Felt good.
I love that continuing
Underneath.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it really feels lyrically, it's like a diary.
Yes. Yeah.
Like a diary put into a song. And I feel like that through most of the record.
I love the warbling throughout that whole thing. I don't know how they got that. Who they have? Wait,
I'll tell you.
What, you know how it is? Jack?
Yeah. I don't know if he did that specifically.
Yeah.
That little synthy thing.
Yeah.
But Jack, he's
okay.
He's done a lot of stuff this year.
We just finished Kendrick Lamar. And 2 days later, we're doing this, and Jack is all...
Yeah, he's honestly, they do have a Producer of the Year award at the Grammys, right?
Yes,
I think Jack should sweep that category.
Yeah.
In terms of just that guy's versatility, man. Soft production, soft voice. You put yourself in the mindset of what someone like her would be going through.
Yeah.
Can you listen to this song through the eyes of your daughter?
Yeah, that's what I have to do in these things. It's very tough for me to connect lyrically. Like I said that before.
I don't connect lyrically at this moment in my life, but I can view it through the eyes of someone else, people that I know. And
you know what? That has to be said about a lot of things. Even there's so much connection that I couldn't see through my that I didn't connect directly with Kendrick.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have to look at his life and what he's going through and sort of get that into your...
how can you connect with a song like Hard Part 6, where he's talking about his struggle coming up as a rapper and TDE and stuff. But you have to look through his eyes and see.
Yeah, and feel that emotion, right? So that's the same thing you got to do here. I think she's got a great voice. I think when I said I didn't even see the breath line, I'm not joking. I didn't even see that there. But the 2 lines before it, she said it was so long that she didn't even have a breath in there, right? And there was
that's one thing I've noticed about her, especially on the new song, which maybe we'll get to. Like, it's on the deluxe, but maybe we'll do it at the end. And her breath control is just incredible. I've seen some live performances of her too, which makes me excited for when she's in Vancouver.
It's just when she can go.
Yeah, it's like where are you? When are you breathing?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Track number 2, Risk.
Look at me now, said I wouldn't do it, but I hunted you down. Feel like I could die, cause you're not here.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah,
like better than the first one. If I'm going to say, can feel this one. It made me feel something already.
God, I'm actually invested. Haven't even met him. Heard the risk is drowning, but I'm gonna take it.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's a cool line.
That line,
Very cool line.
Drowning, but I'm going to take it.
Yeah. It's a good way to look at life, you know that?
Yeah.
Heard the risk is drowning, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna bend till I break it. You'll be my
Oh, very quick to the bridge, eh?
Yeah.
No break.
No breathing.
Yes. Look at. Okay, there. I was gonna say, Gracie, you got to take a breath there. I thought she was gonna go right into the chorus, like she jumped into the bridge. That was my song already.
A certified banger.
Yeah, that was it. If
Won
I was an
you
A&R
over with that one.
If I was an A&R one, I was gonna say, you know what? Right off the verse, from verse 1 right to the pre-chorus, I went, holy shit! Guitars are reminiscent of 1975. The way they were recorded, the stroking, the way they were mixed. Yeah, I just felt.
Any artists you can think of that you would compare like the guitar sound to, off the top of your head?
The 1975.
Oh, I thought you said the year 1975.
No, the band. No.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, who in 1975 was like? I was like, oh, that's so cool that you are thinking of a band from the 70s. Like, I'm like, what band though? Like, maybe the only thing I could think of in my head was Pink Floyd and the stroking on is it Dogs?
Yeah,
off Animals. But I was like, is that 1975? No, that's 1973.
No, that's all the stuff that you've showed me off being freaky in a foreign language.
Yeah,
like that is very reminiscent of the.
Oh yeah.
It's weird how I'm starting to hear that sound now, and it's very, very like that didn't. That to me, those guitar strokes right there didn't sound like something from that Taylor Swift strokes.
Yes, very different. Yes.
Very different.
No, that's one of the bigger songs on here.
That was good.
It's not the biggest,
believe
it or not. There's like some huge songs on here.
But I gotta say, you know what? This album isn't targeted towards an 85-year-old guy like me, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
We keep going up in age.
But I wanted to say. There's a line there, right? That
moved you, yeah.
God, I'm jumping in the deep end. It's more fun to swim in. Heard the risk is drowning, but I'm going to take it.
That can apply to any age. Similar. Sorry to cut you off.
It's okay. You do that all the time. I'm just joking.
You want to go?
No. Because you had something good there.
No, well, I don't know if it was good, but I just wanted to say, very reminiscent of what we just covered recently. Biba Doobie.
Yeah.
Dipping your feet in the water.
Yes.
On beaches.
Yeah.
Or your toes in the water.
In the tide.
In the tide, whatever the line was.
Yeah.
Similar because of water and taking the risk in life.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't matter what age you are.
Yeah.
That line can apply to anybody. Track number 3, Blowing Smoke.
Gotta say, I love the
guitar.
The guitars in this, yeah.
And I bet you're at her place right now.
Like if I was a teenage girl right now and going through some heartbreak, this album would fucking kill me.
Yeah.
She prettier than she was on the internet. Are your conversations cool? Like, are you even interested?
I love the little background instrumentation. I don't know if that's jacked or not, but
jack it up.
You look stupid going out. If she's got a pulse, she meets your standards now.
I like
wow.
That. Yeah.
Feel nothing, yeah, you still at her.
That's a dig, eh?
Yeah. No, that's ours.
Tell me, is she prettier than she conversation's cool, I got you.
And this song needed a little bit of a pickup.
It just right
feel
there.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. I really like how the album progressively has gotten harder.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, because I knew you want to say something.
No, I just wanted to say, like, lyrically, I love, kind of like, I talked about this before we started the album, but it really does feel like you're just kind of picking up someone's diary and going through it. And I think that has to do with the bluntness of the lyrics. You know?
Yeah.
Everything is blunt in a way that I really enjoy. You know, as much as I love certain albums that are, you know, they
make you think. You need 4 dictionaries. You got to go on Genius. Yeah.
Yeah. Like those are great, but like I love an album like this too. Like it reminds me of Guts and stuff. You know, where it's just like it's straightforward. It's to the point. And when there's lines that are like kind of like
witty and
stuff. They just hit and they cut right through.
Yeah.
Like the line about the pulse line. That one's such a fucking good insult at somebody.
Yeah.
And then same with you couldn't pick her out of a crowd.
Yeah.
What do you think of the song?
I really loved it. I think that was another smoker off this. It was Blowing Smoke.
Yeah. I
think we had 2 in a row that were like Risk and Blowing Smoke that are like. If I was an A&R guy,
you'd be like, yeah.
I'd say those are the ones we got to get out right now. And I love the choice of bringing where like we said, if Gracie kept her production, whoever team kept that song without dropping that drum beat and increasing it, it would have been, it would have sort of wasted all that energy that she had built up.
Yeah.
Right? And if it would have died, but they came in right at the right spot and then they went really hard at the end. What I'm hoping to hear out of the rest of this album is I'm hoping to hear things get a little bit harder and a little bit angrier in there in some of the instrumentation. Not necessarily the voice, but in the instrumentation.
Well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you'll see what comes along. Track number 4, I Love You, I'm Sorry.
2 August ago, I told the truth, though you're in your Benz, I'm by the gate.
He's got a Benz?
I know.
Shit.
She fumbled that bag.
Now you go, that's just the way life goes. I like to slam doors closed. I love you, I'm sorry. You were the best, but you were the worst. As sick as it sounds, I loved you first. I was a dick, it is what it is. I happened to kick the age-old curse. I love you, I'm sorry. The way life
very nice fill in the cans.
Yeah. Oh,
so
the mixing's wonderful.
Listen.
And she's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
make it about me. I love you, I'm sorry.
Very short one, but I felt like it needed to be short because it's I feel like any longer and it would have kind of overstayed its welcome.
I fully agree.
Yeah. Like being 2 minutes is
was it 2?
About 2.5.
Yeah, that was the perfect tempo. Very, very nice, very, very, very nice mixing. Very nice swing to it.
It almost puts you in like a trance, like a very meditative state. That's one of the songs I go back to quite often, to be honest. I think it's a great track.
I think it's a great track too. There's not much that I can really pull out of that track in terms of
what are you gonna really relate to?
Yeah, I don't even have I've got a used Honda. He's got a Benz.
I know. So I read that line and I'm like, oh man, I can't relate to this at all. Track number 5, Us.
Banjo.
I think so.
Mandolin, banjo.
I know you know, it felt just like a joke. I show you don't, and now we're talking.
She's deep.
I know you go.
Their voices go very well together.
If you regret the secret, so it felt like what I've known. You're 29 years old, so how can you be cold when I open my heart?
I do like that Taylor's kind of taken on almost like a big sister role.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that fuck.
Yes. Yeah. This is definitely the biggest, boldest.
I think it's the one that they play together on the
Oh,
tour.
is it? Yeah.
It's kind of supposed to be like that big
stadium sound, right?
Yeah, it's definitely like a stadium anthem.
Yeah, their voices went really well together, but I'm going to be completely and utterly honest on this one. Having Taylor Swift on that one, I thought for me it would be... I thought they would have separated their voices a little bit more so they weren't just completely blended as one, which I did enjoy, just so that I could distinguish Taylor from Gracie in that.
Yeah.
And I thought that hearing that Taylor was going to be on this one, I was going to go, oh my God, this is going to be my thing. I think Risk, Blowing Smoke, and I Love You, I'm Sorry, I enjoyed more than this one.
Yeah.
And that's just my take.
No, that's a perfectly fine take, because I kind of agree with it. The song's grown on me. But it's actually not one of my favorites, surprisingly, even though it's like, one of the bigger ones. It has Taylor on it. It almost feels like Gracie's kind of stepping out of her type of music to kind of fit Taylor.
That's exactly how it felt.
Yeah. You know how we listen to a lot of hip hop and we see a Travis Scott feature, and the album could be just straight raw drums and live off the floor stuff, and then there's a Travis Scott feature, and then it's just like reverb and
the space and
huge space.
Yeah,
that's how I feel like with this one. I like the song, but it does feel like Gracie's on a Taylor record as opposed to Taylor being on a Gracie record.
And I would love to have like even maybe 3 or 4 lines of Taylor's voice
back and forth, maybe?
No, just exactly.
Yeah.
So there's that separation. They just one takes one takes the other, because you can hear in like verse 2 and stuff. It's Gracie Abrams. They got 2 of them. I don't know why. And Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's double vocals or she's got a twin sister.
Yeah. Track number 6, Let It Happen.
No, I know I'm a walking contradiction, and it shows. If you're ready, all I mean is we could go.
I love that. Yeah.
I bet all my money that I will lose to you and hand you my life. Here's to hoping you're worth all my time.
Great transition from her low to high.
Yeah.
I barely know you, but still
It really pushes that chorus and says, fuck.
probably will.
I've seen people talk about her like,
I let it happen.
doing the whispering, singing too much, but like it shows that she can really
Right
go
there.
up and down.
Yeah.
I like the bridge on this one.
Be out the house again. Is this how you see me now? I'm reeling and I might break the windows, let myself back in.
You hear her breaths?
Yeah.
Her intake? Listen. See, I love it. I love that they're there. That's so important.
The rawness of it.
Yeah.
And the emotion.
Yeah. That was her, for me, the best vocal performance
I think so too.
by
so
far on
yeah.
there. And I got to go back to the breaths. I bet all my money on that.
Yeah. If you cut those out, it would feel so robotic and too polished.
Yes, and you know what? This just tells me, and I could be totally wrong, Jack, you guys, but this just tells me that these were run in a straight take, because you wouldn't take a breath if these were cut in, right?
One line at a time.
Yeah.
With that track, and with the breath that you mentioned, in the mix, it is very reminiscent of like her debut record, which had this very kind of raw feeling to it.
Yeah.
This one definitely feels more extroverted and polished, but there's little pieces like that keep it feeling personal to a degree. Track number 7, Tough Love.
Ooh.
I took a train to Boston and I wanted to cry. He's gone, I'm 24 and it's a Saturday night. This train is full of strangers, but I might like him more. Said I might like him more, yeah, no, I like him more. And that's just tough love, but I mean it, really mean it. I laughed a second, he tried to call my bluff. I guess it's always funny until it's not. When I left and there I feel it, couldn't guess what I'd be leaving. Stopped by the boat.
I like this. This is how quick it is.
The benches by the Charles gave me somewhere to go. No, I'm not gonna miss the way he kicked me in my bed while sleeping.
I like that one.
Shitty friends and nights of their binge drinking. But no, what I'm leaving for.
That was
Really fun one.
That was a really fun one for me.
Yeah, it's a change of pace.
Yeah.
Especially after like, you know, Us and Let It Happen, and it's upbeat. It's got this like confidence, but also insecurity at the same time. And I love the balance of the two and the back and forth.
That's one where I thought of your sister right away.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you view it through the lens,
her eyes, through her lens, it's like, you know what? And then I just want to fucking punch somebody out.
Some Boston guy.
Oh yeah. That bugged your sister.
Yeah, some guy in Boston, somewhere in Boston. If you're in Boston, just watch out when you see my dad. Love that song. One of my favorites off the record. Track 8. I Knew It. I Know You.
I swear to God, I haven't thought of you in ages. I've lived a lot, I've loved and lost, I've let the rain in.
This is good.
The mixing is just
I've heard
phenomenal.
never faced it, and I think that you earnestly have waited on apologies, and I'm not sorry.
Oh, I just got shivers off those. That's good. That's a good feeling.
She's such a good songwriter.
How many we got here? We got a couple of guitars. They're offset just enough.
Yeah,
it's cool.
the downs give me a Lana feeling. I don't know why.
Jack?
Could be, yeah.
I like the variations on the downs.
In my opinion, one of the coolest songs on the record.
I think so too. I think so too. I think the way they started this with the guitars, and I think I'm gonna say there's 2 guitars or a 12 string involved in this. There's a tonality difference, so I'm wondering if someone is capoed up and playing the same chords capoed up. So we're getting that half mandolin type of thing going on.
Yeah, I could see that too.
You know what I mean? We used to do that in the old country days. Is that I would, Robbie would play a main C in that, and I would capo up on the 7th fret
and play a C.
But we'd have a different tone.
But it would work.
It would work, yeah. It would just give a different feel to it. So I really enjoyed that track.
Lots of different changes acoustically on the guitar, which I felt was like really just, I don't know, cool. And that's one that I'd love to see live.
Yeah, her voice was really, really good on that. You know, going to this, singers, it's usually, you know, really, really hit or miss. Hit or miss for me. But, you know, as we've gone on, like I've said many times on these albums, it's like the artist is at a show. This is what it feels like to me with this one, is that she started a lot of whisper singing, which we're going to call it for now, at the beginning of this album.
Just kind of opened up.
And then as the show got on, she got a couple rum and cokes in her, and then, you know what I mean? And then started to really open up vocally, and I think that's really showed, you know, she's going to grow. How old is she? 24? 24?
Well, she says 24 here. Yeah. I think she's 24.
24,
maybe 25 now.
Can you imagine, like, at 26, 27 years old, a couple more years in.
Another album in, a little bit more experience.
She's really going to be like, wow, like, great vocalist, you know.
Track number 9, Gave You I, Gave You I.
You were my worst time. You were the shoreline. You were the crash, and now I break.
You Were the Worst Time reminded me of Lord.
I was just going to say her voice, very Lord on this song.
And you did all that I wouldn't do, erasing lines around us.
Nice.
Yeah, I love the production on this track.
And still I gave you, I gave you, I gave you, I.
No, yeah.
Honest commitment.
You hear the wobbly vocals there again? Yeah. I love when she does that.
Listen how many vocals we got there. I love
Layering,
it.
Yeah. That's the key, honestly, and you never got that
I've never understood it
until recently. I wonder what some of your old songs would sound like if you did vocal layer.
Yeah. Okay, she's doing her job, because I'm getting sad and teary-eyed. So you're doing a good job as a songwriter. I have no emotional stake in this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know you did a good job as a songwriter when you can make somebody emotional that has no real investment in
Yeah.
the lyrics really.
Yeah.
They don't connect to your life at the moment, but you are still moved.
Yeah.
You did a good job. Vocally, yeah, I love the production. I love the vocals. I love the
layering. I love the breaths.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened, if you listen to this album on your own and listen for Gracie's breaths in there, they're just, it's just, for me, it's just a real thing. It's like scratching on the strings of the guitar. It's like, I listen to a lot of piano music, and I could hear.
You can hear the step.
I can hear the step, and also the seat
moving.
and the moving of the seat when it creaks. And
it's the best.
I think those are all super, super important.
Track number 10, Normal Thing.
It's a normal thing to fall in love with movie stars.
Scarlett Johansson.
When the lights are low, and I remember when I saw your face not long ago. I was on my couch, you were on my screen, one of us was stoned. I know there's more than that feeling.
Like we need a pickup here.
Didn't know if
Feel it coming.
would have shown.
I love when they use a kick drum and it feels like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Getting close.
You think that's intentional?
I think it is, because you're building up the song and your heart gets a little bit faster, right?
It's a normal thing for me to become underwhelmed. I practice speeches
First strings, I think.
Was that?
First time.
Oh, yeah.
strings on here.
Yeah.
Orchestration.
I think we call that performing.
I like the pre-chorus. I practice speeches in private. I was impressed with every line. I think that's what we call performing. That's how I don't want to spend my life.
Yeah. As we're getting closer to the end of the record, you can kind of see like how things are slowly wrapping up in a way. Like, lyrically, I mean.
Yeah.
Like this almost feels like getting to a more peaceful acceptance
Of what's, the
what's
relationship.
happened,
Yeah, for sure. That was a pretty little ditty.
Yeah, I like that track. It's another like just soft and chill one. And I think kind of like I said, it plays a good part in the album and its storytelling. This album, compared to her debut, I feel like the storytelling isn't as grand, but like each song kind of has its own little story in it. But it still does. They all do connect.
You intrigued me with the grand now.
Yeah, well, they all still do connect in a way, though.
Yeah.
And we're coming close to the end. We got 3 songs left. Track 11, Good Luck, Charlie.
You keep a picture of Audrey inside of your wallet. You made a joke.
You hear how the guitar's a little late?
Yeah.
It's like
The pacing's interesting.
Good luck, Charlie. Nothing.
There's more to this song that I don't know the story behind, but
The plane in the lakes in the sky.
this is really nice.
pacing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
You can go home at night and you might really not need her. Good luck, Charlie.
Who's in there? There was a male singing there.
I can find out. Aaron Dessner.
Yeah.
Is
He's on it too?
No, I know he's on a lot of these. Yeah, like almost every track he's credited, and then Jack's also on the production.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Love the pacing. I love this. I love the stagger on what they're doing with the picking of the acoustic guitar.
Mm-hmm.
In an interview with Billboard, Gracie said, "Good Luck, Charlie" is about witnessing the end of a relationship between two friends, having a lot of love for both people, half mourning it and half wishing well for everyone involved.
I get that. That makes more sense now. Because I knew, actually, I kind of knew it was either about a relationship or a friendship, but from Gracie's point of view, and not being the one that is splitting up.
Yeah.
Track number 12, Free Now.
It's only how you feel. You openly admit you're far away from healing. The half that I don't get.
It's weird. I've never experienced this in my life, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel for this person.
Yeah. That's what good songwriting can do.
ugly feeling in your stomach.
Go home.
Ooh.
I was brave when I kissed you in London. We're collateral here and we got it. Hope you find somewhere safe for your baggage. Every page that I wrote, you were on it. Feel you deep in my bones, you're the current. We could share a lifeline.
This feels like an end of a concert.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a closer for me.
Touch me, all I feel is free now.
That was cool. That was cool. We are getting free. The freeness is happening.
We're getting towards the end, and that one does feel like it feels like a closer.
Yeah.
When you said it feels like a closer, but we get to that last note, it's like, no, we're not done yet.
We're not done yet. Yeah, you know what?
Do you feel that?
Yeah, you said it. When we hit the bridge and the bridge started to build, and it was like you hear the crowd
You're
going
like,
crazy.
Okay, we're going to the end.
Yeah, we're going to the end. It's like, thank you.
But then it ends, and you're like, wait,
Hey, wait, something else is going
we
on.
need another track, and
Yeah,
yes, there is another track. But yeah, I really enjoy that song, and I like how you said, like you can even feel that hurt in you, and you're not.
And even if you haven't been through it, and that's what makes great writing and lyric writing and building the music around it to make somebody feel that. I think, that's the magic of music.
Track 13, Close to You.
Oh, it's not a cover
I was
of.
gonna say not Stevie.
No, I thought of Close to You, Carpenters. Close to You.
Oh,
I don't got a single problem with provocative. All of a sudden, you saw me look at you. I burn for you, and you don't even know my name.
Wow. I just felt two people there. Lord and Bjork
a little bit, yeah.
on the name. Whoa, wow. I thought we were going to go out acoustic and quiet.
No. And I'm big into like reading too deep into things.
Yeah.
Hearing this at the last track makes me like go all conspiracy. Is her next record gonna sound like this?
Yes, yeah. This is definitely the most experimental, which I dig on the,
Yeah.
right?
Which makes you wonder, is she gonna go in that direction next?
Yes.
I'd be
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
with that.
Wow.
Layers
Yeah.
and layers. Lots of layers, just like my sister's lasagna that you didn't like.
Hey, I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it might have been a little bit too hot for my tasting.
Gracie Abrams, The Secret of Us. How you feeling?
I think we started off as a quiet, maybe shy, hurt person that was been through some relationship things, and she got slowly over this person, and at the end it was like, fuck you, I'm moving on. I just felt that progression through the album.
Yeah.
And here I am, and I'm 24, 25, and I'm going to go 26, 27, 28.
Live
and
my life and get
live my
better.
life and find the right person who doesn't sit on the couch and just be stoned and have binge drinking with their friends.
Might not have a Benz, but he'll be the right guy. Or girl, or whoever, I don't know. But
hey, coming in not knowing a single thing about Gracie, I heard the name.
that's it.
Definitely heard the name, not knowing. I thought that was absolutely fabulous. I thought, like I said, we got stronger as the album went along. I thought the closer should have been the second last one, but then that should have been the closer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a reason I'm not in the fucking business.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a good time. You have fun?
I had lots of fun. Again, I'm going to say this every time I sit down with you and I'm still breathing.
It's a good time.
It's a good time, yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had fun. More videos coming soon.
Very soon, yeah.
Take care. Much love and peace.
They got it. Watch.